What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and that's right, folks, we are in the DSP God Pack arc. That's right, our boy again continues to crash out over the tractors, taking his views over his God Pack opening, and yeah, now it's all about God Pack. It used to be all about the Pokemon cards and opening up packs and hitting goals, but I think Phil has superseded that now. He is in the God Pack mode hunting arc for us. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to quit anytime soon. Apparently, he's really upset that he didn't get the accolades, he didn't get the flowers he believes he deserves for opening up a God Pack. And yeah, it's quite sad. And I want to talk about it because I did talk about this issue on my podcast a little bit. We did delve into it. And, you know, I have my thoughts on what's going on there. I don't really think it's about views. Really, I mean, it is partially, but I think it's something else. I think it's something else that's eating our boy Gilbert Grape. So anyway, again, like always, I'll try to make this video under 15 minutes, and I'm trying to do my best. By the way, I'm dabbling in the editing a little bit. I'm doing my best to try to make Phil a little bit more palatable. So we modified his voice slightly, okay? Hopefully this is a little bit more appealing than the normal, you know, snorty DSP voice. So hope you enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry about the loud music. Welcome to the daily wrap for what was Monday, the 24th of August, 2026. Yet again, another outstanding streaming day here on the channel. We got a lot of exciting things to talk about. Okay, we started off today with a chill DSP morning show where I talked about how Pokemon is now being retired and we're not going to go back to Pokemon games for a bit so that we can make room for new games. And the push this week is to finish more. So a big push today to try to finish Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, and of course also Final Fantasy VI. Also, big news that the Dragon Ball TCG, which is called Masters Ultra Bout, and the set I bought was Fearsome Rivals, the box of cards that I bought is coming today. I thought it was coming like Wednesday or Thursday. It's coming today. Wow, it came really fast. So that's good news. So we hung out, and then we jumped into Assassin's Creed. We played for under 3 hours, but it was like 2 hours, 40 minutes or something like that. Major progress. So we are now at 85% completion of the story. We could easily finish the game next stream. But a new storyline opened up featuring the officers of the game, where you have to take on a new British officer who apparently is like the guy who killed one of the major characters of the game previous in the story. And so you're trying to get revenge, your officers want revenge, and so you're doing all these different kinds of missions. So we did that, and we got 60% through it. Seems like it only takes a couple hours to finish. So it was fun. We had a good time with the story developments, with the major big things happening in the plot, sadly losing even more characters in this very dark storyline, but also a great side mission quest line with the new officers, okay? Support today was good but not great, meaning when we ended the stream, we were around $130 something of support. Not enough for a pack opening. We did open or re-earn one, but not enough to do a DSP pack rips episode, because I only do it if we get 2 packs or more, and we didn't have enough. Now, the good news was the Dragon Ball cards hadn't even arrived yet, so we said, let's save that pack for the late stream. I did do an episode of DSP Tries It today.
Well, hold on, Phil. No one said let's save that, okay? You said that, all right? Because apparently you think putting that type of pressure on your dents will get them to cough up the additional $20. Well, sorry guys, I'm not gonna do a DSP unpacking unless you get me to the $150 milestone. I mean, that's insane, Phil, brother. Come on, man. You get hit 130. You know what you do, Phil? When you're only able to open up one card pack, you have 2 options. One, you open up the one card and you just don't record the stupid episode, okay? I mean, what are you getting for those episodes now? 200 views? 300 views if you're lucky? Come on, bro. I know you're desperate for content, and I know you're desperate to keep up that DSP Reacts channel live so that you can justify charging memberships for that dead-ass channel. But come on, bro. No one cares. No one really gives a shit, except for like the 5 dents that love these card packings. That's it, Phil. So again, your views prove my point that no one really cares. So you can do that. Or 2, what you can do is just open up 2 fucking card packs. Just say, hey, you guys have been dropping support on me, you know, recently, and as a thank you, I'm gonna open up 2 card packs. Give something back to your community, brother. But of course, this guy would never give anyone anything for free. Nope, sorry. If you wanna see a DSP unpacking, you have to come up with the $20 and you have to give it to me right now, and then I'll open up 2 card packs. See, this is what tells me that all of those massive supported streams that he get are just fake. Those $150 donations that he receives on streams, they're all fake. Anonymous, they're all fake. I don't give a shit what you say. I'm sorry, they're fake. Someone that receives, you know, $200-300 per stream, not every stream, but you know, at least 2 or 3 times a week, right? Wouldn't be this hard up for $20. Okay, I'm sorry. And that's what tells me that that shit is fake as shit. Okay, so don't believe it. Just discount anytime Anonymous comes in and decides to whale out. Okay, just don't even count that money because it isn't true. Okay, so you have those 2 options, Phil. But no, you know, you want to be a dirtbag and you want to just be chintzy about everything. And no, I'm not going to open up card packs because you didn't pay for it. You got to understand, Phil, that's how you bleed members, okay? That's viewers. That's how you bleed supporters, because they eventually get sick of that shit. You know what I mean? Good God, man. And anyway, it's just, I just wanted to highlight that point because I love how he says we as a collective, we decided to push all. No, I'm pretty sure the 5 dents that love your card pack openings would have said, no, Phil, open up the card pack right now. If it's 1, fine. But at least open it up, because for whatever reasons our life isn't meaningful without your card pack openings. So don't give me that nonsense that we decided. Jeez.
Today, then versus now, Wendy's is the Big Bacon Classic, the Spicy Chicken Sandwich, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, and the Baked Potato still as good as it used to be back in the day when I used to eat it late nights. And so we went through it, we reviewed it all, some good, some bad. The episode is live and featured on the DSP Reacts channel at DSP Reacts. I hope you'll check it out. In my opinion, it was a great episode. Okay.
No, don't bother wasting it. I didn't even bother clipping it because it's so stupid. Essentially, DSP's run out of ideas. So he decided that a good idea would be just going back to random fast food restaurants, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, right? Eating the same old shit he's eating over and over and over again, and try to convince you and tell you whether he's, you know, because he's the expert, tell you whether it's better now or better before. And Phil, we don't even need to watch it to know what you're going to say. Of course, in your eyes, everything was better in the past than it is now. You do it with gaming. You do it with everything in your life. The past was so much better than today. Gaming sucks now. Gaming in my youth was the best. Cartoons were better. Everything was better. Food was better. Burger King was better. The Whopper was better. So don't even bother with that. Everyone knows you're just that typical boomer. You know, the back in my day boomer that thinks everything was so much better when he was younger, and no one wants to hear that. Okay, Phil, you know what I mean? Like, despite what you may think, there are things that are better now than they were back in the day. It's like these fucking, you know what it is? I've had this conversation before, and not to get too personal, but you know, my wife's always kind of on a health kick, and she always tries to you know, she always tries to find just little things that she's not fanatical, but you know what I mean. But I'll give you an example. You know, plastics has been kind of a thing for her lately. Microplastics and eliminating microplastics. You know, and you know, we talk about it, and I try to support her. You know, because if she's gonna do it, fine, as long as she's not pushing that stuff on me, it's all good. You know, and the funny thing is from time to time she'll reference how our great grandparents used to live off the land and all that. And I sit there and just, you know, nod and say, yeah, I understand. But then, you know, I always have to highlight the fact that, yeah, our great grandparents and older generations, you know, the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century, even the early 20th century, they were lucky if they lived to be 50 years old. You know what I mean? So the life, even though they're not pumping the chemicals and all that stuff that they're pumping in their bodies now, most of them barely saw, you know, to the age of 50. So again, perspective, you know. But that's what DSP reminds me of. He reminds me of that guy that everything was so much better back in the day and everything sucks now. You know, who cares? Honestly, brother, people like that just, I hate people like that, because you could be objective and look at things factually, and just because you lived in an era doesn't mean that was the best era, okay? But we have DSP here, and of course he knows best. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to belabor that point, but I found it pretty funny because whenever I get into those topics or discussions with people about how it was back in the day and people ate healthier and they need processed food and all that stuff, I kind of say, yeah, I get it. But again, these people, they were lucky if they saw, the up to the age of 50 years old. But all right, let's keep going.
Okay. So that was all in the books. Tonight's late stream was Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster continuing on. Right out of the gates as we're chilling, big support, big super chat, big tip. We're already qualifying for tons of pack rips.
Yes, Anonymous came out the whale out on Phil. I think what was $180 Anonymous tip. Yeah, way to go there, Phil. I'm sure that was legit.
For the course of the night, we qualified for 8 packs of Dragon Ball Masters, excuse me, Fearsome Rivals, and 2 packs of the brand new Shiny Treasure EX box that I got. That's Japanese, okay? So, what are we doing Final Fantasy tonight? We recruited tons more people, including Shadow, Strago, Umaro, Go-Go, maybe more O's. I'm not sure. I think we got at least 4, if not 5 people tonight. We did multiple optional dungeons and great progress. Everyone had a great time. Once again, I love this playthrough. I'm going to say 2 to 3 more streams to beat the game. We're already doing 2 more streams, one on Wednesday night and one on Thursday night. If we don't wrap it up, that's okay. We could do 1 more stream next week, but the game still is doing absolutely outstanding. Absolutely great gameplay. I hope you'll check it out. After that, it was a stellar episode of DSP Pack Rips. Why? We opened the Dragon Ball Fearsome Rivals box. All right. In the second pack I opened in the box, it has the actual best card in the set, except for the ridiculously rare God cards, which are almost unobtainable. They're worth thousands of dollars, but I got the most valuable and rare secret rare card in the set. I'm being told there's only 1 secret rare per case, and I got it in my box. Insane value, so valuable. It's now my 2nd most valuable card on the Wall of Fame, if you can believe it. You see how much it reflects? Look at the light coming off of that card. It's insane. Not to spoil what it is, I want you to watch DSP Pack Rips. 8 packs of Dragon Ball.
Okay. So this is where I want to get into. Oh my god! Again, I posted the video. I did the clip. I didn't post the God Pack video because that was super boring. But I decided to do this one. His reaction is so lame. You could tell that this man is just he's trying to recuperate from his God Pack L that he ended up racking up the other day. And it's sad and pathetic, Phil. And now you're on this bent where you're spending double the amount of money you were spending before on card packs really no one kind of cares about. I mean, let's recap here. This man started opening up Pokemon card packs. You know what I mean? That it was just going to be about Pokemon card packs because he was playing Pokemon. And then of course, he got the bug of opening up card packs and Pokemon wasn't enough because he couldn't buy them all and he couldn't get them right away. So then he expanded into other IPs. Now he's opening up Dragon Ball. Again, this guy knows nothing of the lore. He doesn't know the reason behind the packs. He has no information. All he knows is whether something is valuable or not based on specific things on the card. You know what I mean? Like it has a logo or it's this. He knows he can identify whether something's worth some money or not. And that's really all it is to him now. Trying to get the most expensive card out of the pack. And it's just futile. For what? To put it on your wall of Tism up there? No one cares. Like, no one can see that. First of all, no one can see that, Phil. No one cares. The second thing is you're not even gonna get them graded so that you can get them maybe sold to actually make some money back. This dude has to be 20k in the hole in these card packs, and that's just the shit that he bought for his live streams. God knows how much other shit he buys just for his personal stash. I theorize that all these bathroom breaks that he's been taking lately, it's just opening up boxes. That's all it is. Not card packs, boxes, because he's so hell-bent on opening up a God pack or opening up an expensive card. Phil, I mean, like, look at him. Look at his eyes. Like, look at his face. His mannerisms recently have just completely changed. Where it's just like, he's not even there. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even there. Like, his mind is somewhere else, and his mind is opening up card packs. Like right now, he's probably thinking about, I want to finish this video up as quickly as I can so that I can open up another box and that I can order another box. It's insane how much of a grip this addiction has over him, man. Look at him. Look at that. This is a man that the only thoughts that are in his mind are, when am I going to be able to eat, and when am I going to be able to open up card packs, and nothing else matters in his life. Jesus.
Outside of that hit, we got some minor hits, but there's going to be more hits. So last time we had multiple hits in the box. I guarantee you there's more hits in that box, okay?
And again, he's so desperate to make it seem like he's lucky and he has something valuable. Like, the other thing too, he's now worried about the criticism about how much money he spent, right? That's why he keeps focusing on these cards. Like he said, well, look, you know, I only paid $220 for this Dragon Ball set that I just opened up, right? Which means he probably paid $300. And look, one card already paid for this whole pack. Yeah, okay, Phil, one card may have paid for that box, but you're buying like 20 boxes a month, maybe more. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're getting one hit, and I know you point at the wall of Tism over here and you say, oh, it's about $2,000 here. Yes, Phil, you might have $2,000 worth of cards there, but you spent over like 20K. That's just insane. And those cards aren't going to go up. They're more than likely probably going to go down in value. But you're not going to get them graded. You're not going to sell them. Nothing. Give this a couple more months, and the wall of Tism and all the card packs are going to end up sitting in the closet. And whenever he decides to do the in-dent investment day, where he cleans out his closet again, you know, he's going to whip out all those fucking cards. Oh, remember when we had the Pokemon arc? He's going to reminisce about how amazing, how much support he got during the Pokemon streams. It's getting bad for this guy, man, and he doesn't realize it. I don't think he realized it. I think like most addicts, they believe they have it under control, and his behavior clearly shows he doesn't have it under control. And it's bad, man. It's bad. I have a feeling, and I'll make this prediction, once the Pokemon card packs, the card pack will die out and people get bored of it and the support isn't there, we're gonna get the crash out like no other. We're gonna get the goes back. We might get the vest back. Like, you think he's begging now for money and support for milestones? Bro, you haven't seen begging anytime soon, because all of the money that he's pulled in, he spent all of it and then some. This is why the man can't take a vacation. This is why his dishwasher's still broken. This is why his toilet is probably still broken, because he's so fucking busy fueling his addiction of card packs. Insane, man. And we're gonna get more God pack, fake God packs coming out. That's gonna be coming out. And the other thing too, I want to highlight, I forgot I meant to mention this, is I really think some of this is due to him being lonely. I think he wishes that he can find his own community. I mean, all of us, we all have our own community or group of friends, you know, and it's a good thing. You know what I mean? I know most people enjoy having a small group of friends or being part of a community. You know, like me, myself, I'm part of the detractor community, you know what I mean? Or collective or whatever. And I think DSP is just lonely. I think what he wanted was, he wanted that card pack to be something that would unite him with the Pokemon card pack collector community, or the TCG community. And no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit, including detractors. So I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Sorry if the video ran this long, but you know. All right, folks, peace out.